Friday NRM Parliamentary Caucus in Kisozi, Gomba District, is primarily a wealth creation meeting of the caucus. Because whether UCDA remains, whether UCDA is rationalized like we are proposing, and we shall rationalize, coffee will still remain a strategic crop for the people of Uganda.
Tulowooza nti okukangakangibwa, okutiisatiisibwa tekusobola kutujja ku mulamwa wadde tuseeseetula we tuyimiridde. Naye bannayuganda bonna abawangali ebweru w'eggwanga bagamba balina eddoboozi limu, twagala Mwanyi gavumenti egigyeko emikono.
Twetaaga apology okutwetondera n'okwetondera Obuganda ne Uganda kwa Buganda ekigitumya Buganda bundles. Tugenda kulwana okulaba ng'ensonga eyo teyisibwawo waakire neyisibwawo abamu nga tuli ku bitanda.
Awo asaaga busaazi nga tanaba kusitula sipiika tujja kusooka muyambula ategere nti naffe tuli babaadi mukitegeera.
What is the take of government on the cry, that is according to the one who posed the question, on the bill or bills? I wish to state that the position of the National Resistance Movement, both agreed in cabinet and in the NRM Parliamentary Caucus, up to this point as I speak, still stands to support the presentation and passing into law all rationalization bills providing for a 3-year transitional period for UCDA and NITA-U. That is the position up to the time I speak to you.
Ensonga ennene ne bw'onoogenda mu Buganda wano oyogerere bannaddiini baayo omu ku omu nga tonna twetondera wano mu Buganda omala biki biseera bya mbulago. Bw'oba ogamba nti kali akatambi kakuwaayiriza, gwe waayo akata waayiriza. Ekyokubiri, lwaki ku YouTube ne ku even UBC proceedings za parliament ezo bazijeyo nebyokufuluma parliament ffe twabimala eyo stage twalibaako nti tujja kwekalakaasa tuveewo tugende twabikola luli ku baana ebyo byaggwa ku luno wali ku flow walina okutufeesinga Abaganda kubanga enkya tunaabeera tutya nga besituka ng'otunulira ng'Omuganda so ng'omubaka waki wa parliament.
Caucus exhaustively discussed rationalization of government agencies in 4 meetings. Out of 4, 3 were substantive meetings of the caucus, and 1 was a mini meeting where 3 committees of parliament were invited, and we had engagement in all these meetings with the President of the Republic of Uganda and the National Chairman of NRM, and for all intent and purposes, Ugandans are equally aware that on the issue of coffee, the #1 promoter of coffee is His Excellency the President General Ewera Museveni, who started or launched a country-wide tour in the year 1995 to officially popularize the growing of coffee not only in one region, but in all the 4 regions of Uganda, North, East, Central, and West. So coffee is a strategic cash crop grown in all parts of Uganda. I am equally a coffee farmer. I have 4 acres of coffee, and my question has always been in this debate, if government proceeds to rationalize UCDA by mainstreaming the functions of UCDA to the Ministry of Agriculture, will my coffee that at this moment is flowering dry up from the garden? Will I fail to get market when I start harvesting? That would be my fears. But I strongly believe that mainstreaming UCDA, whose history even started from the Coffee Marketing Board. Coffee Marketing Board transition into UCDA. And now government and the same government that transition Coffee Marketing Board to UCDA is saying, at this point in time, we have taken a policy decision under Article 111 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda to either repeal, mainstream, or merge entities that we created through acts of parliament. For entities that were created without an act of parliament, you have seen, for instance, the Rural Electrification Agency. It was established without an act of parliament. So the rationalization of REA did not necessitate coming to parliament. That was a policy decision. So this is the same government now saying, we are mainstreaming you, we are merging you, we are repealing your existence, because rationalization has 3 subsets: repeal, mainstream, merge. Now for the issue of coffee, we are going to mainstream the functions currently being exercised by UCDA under the Act into the mainstream Ministry of Agriculture by creating a department. Now, even the human resource of the current UCDA will definitely be moved to that department. So, what is the mischief that will not be cured? Maybe I will hear from you. Because it is saying we are picking you from where you are and bringing you directly as a department under the mainstream ministry.
Kubanga tulowooza nti ekiwandiiko kye kyeyafulumizza kikyamu, tekiri ku musingi mutuufu, n'olwekyo tugenda kukijungulula tumulagire ddala nti omulundi guno ebintu teyabizize bulungi.
Tulowooza nti okukangakangibwa, okutiisatiisibwa tekusobola kutujja ku mulamwa wadde tuseeseetula we tuyimiridde. Naye bannayuganda bonna abawangali ebweru w'eggwanga bagamba balina eddoboozi limu, twagala Mwanyi gavumenti egigyeko emikono.
Twetaaga apology okutwetondera n'okwetondera Obuganda ne Uganda, kwa Buganda ekigitumya Buganda, Buganda bundles. Tugenda kulwana okulaba ng'ensonga eyo teyisibwawo, waakire neyisibwawo abamu nga tuli ku bitanda.
Naye olira ng'abantu ate nga mubaka mulamba nga ayina engeri gy'ayogera ate aleetamu ebintu byabasino bya Buganda ate aba Central. Bannange ebintu bya bufuzi kyetaagisa nti tubeere gatuufu ate okugenda wabweru n'okunyonyola abantu lwakuba oli mu mpolisi ku kiseera kya kalulu just ofunemu bigambo ate ogende bukyuse ekyuse lwakuba oli mu position tekinyamba. Kibi nnyo nze opposition ya Uganda nze ntamye nnyo kubanga abantu bafokasinga ku petty things okudiscussinga nga baleetamu bino nga byo bizannyo.
Awo asaaga busaazi nga tanaba kusitula sipiika tujja kusooka muyambula ategere nti naffe tuli babaadi mukitegeera.
From the record available, Cabinet of the Republic of Uganda approved the principles of rationalization in 2021. This is not the first time that the 38 bills that were earmarked under rationalization were introduced in Parliament. We have had consultations, bills came in Parliament, A number of them were approved, others were not approved. As I speak, in phase 2, 14 bills were read for the first time and referred to committees. Out of 14, 6 rationalization bills have already been passed into law. 6 of them, implying we are remaining with 8. And still, the application of our general rule under our resolution will apply. You have seen NITA-U has already benefited from the 3 years. Coffee has 3 years for us to transition, implying you still have year 1, year 2, and year 3. So why the rush? Somebody was asking, why the rush? There is no rush, because the records available indicate that Cabinet approved the principles of rationalization in 2021. To be very specific, let me refer to the Cabinet Minute number 43, CT 2021, on 22nd February 2021. That was when Cabinet of the Republic of Uganda, chaired by His Excellency the President, approved the principles of rationalization. So whether there is a rush or not a rush, we may now need to go and seek for interpretation under the Interpretation Act, what the word rush is interpreted to mean. Because the journey is from 2021, we are now in 2024. I wish to state that any parliament all over the world is a house of representatives, is a house guided by the rules of procedure, and the rules of procedure are adopted by that particular parliament through the representatives of the people. And I wish to advise, humbly and politely, anybody planning to play outside the rules, to play within the rules that was debated, adopted, and approved by this parliament to guide our proceedings. As we speak, we know that the coffee bill is now at committee stage. So we shall now be proceeding clause by clause. So he who comes to equity, the principle is clear, must come with clean hands. And he who seeks equity must also do equity. That is the basic principle of equity. Let's play within the rules of procedure of Parliament. We adopted, we debated, we approved. That is what the side of NRM is committing to for now, that we shall play within the rules of procedure of Parliament.
Ndakulwana okulaba ng'ensonga eyo teyisibwawo waakire neeyisibwawo abamu nga tuli ku bitanda.
You NRM MPs who are opposed to the bill, are we ready to face or confront them, including the other team? I wish to state that the National Resistance Movement, from the meetings we have had, is ready to proceed with the remaining 8 bills under our overall resolution, and we want to appeal to those who are against to raise the substantive issues. We are not going to debate based on emotions, based on sentiment. We are going to debate based on issues. You are talking about membership. You are talking about accreditation. This is the kind of intellectual debate that the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda must get itself involved into. There are people alleging, for instance, UCDA is a member of international organization. For starters, an agency can never belong to any international organization. Belonging to an international organization is constitutional. It is Uganda that has the mandate to be a member of any international organization. It is Uganda that submitted the name of UCDA to be a member of International Coffee Organization. When UCDA, with the consent of government of Uganda, decided to withdraw from the membership of International Coffee Organization, it wasn't UCDA. It was Uganda, represented by UCDA, that withdrew. That is the kind of intellectual debate that we would want to engage ourselves into. There are people talking about international accreditation. That does not even exist. Accreditation on coffee applies to laboratories. And all the accredited laboratories handling coffee, in the case of Uganda, belongs to government of Uganda under NARO, not UCDA. That is the kind of intellectual debate we in the NRM would want to get involved into. Coffee is a strategic cash crop grown in all parts of Uganda. I have told you personally, I am a new coffee farmer. I would even be more worried than them. But I am not worried because my coffee in the garden will be there. If I need irrigation, there is small-scale irrigation in all districts, cities, and municipalities of Uganda provided for by the government of Uganda. And those talking about UCDA has achieved this. UCDA does not work in isolation. UCDA has never appeared before any committee of parliament on its own. UCDA has never submitted on the floor of parliament on its own. UCDA has never approved its own budget on its own. UCDA is an agency of government of Uganda represented by the Ministry of Agriculture. That is the kind of debate. But if it is about sentiments, I think there are people who will win. But responding to issues, and I also need this particular interface to, let's interrogate the issues being raised. Is it about membership? Is it about accreditation? Or it falls squarely on fears of the unknown? Because change is coming. Because change is coming. And I believe at the point Coffee Marketing Board was transitioning into UCDA, probably those who were there at that time could have had the same debate. At the point government repealed the Produce Marketing Board, I believe those who were there at that time could have gone through the same debate. So rationalization, ladies and gentlemen, is a policy decision of government that is meant to achieve many things. Number one, it is meant to bring institutional harmony. There must be harmony within institutions. And government has taken a deliberate decision that all entities now must come. Those who are earmarked under rationalization should come under the mainstream ministries. We want to do away with these boards. Cotton as a board, NADS as a board, UCDA as a board. We want to do away with the authorities. What is the usage of these ministries? The same scientists in UCDA will be accommodated within that department to be created. They will be doing the same functions that they have been doing under the public service of the Republic of Uganda. What is wrong with that? Are they running somewhere? They're coming back under their mother ministry. Why are we saying no? Two, we want to reduce service and functional duplication.
As a church, please continue praying for us. Continue praying for us as we lead this country. It is not an easy thing, but with your prayers, we will manage.
Awo asaaga busaazi nga tanaba kusitula sipiika tujja kusooka muyambula ateegere nti naffe tuli babaadi